Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be doing stage 1 of pickle chips. We're going to be doing more like the English chip, more like what we would call French fry versus what we would call potato chip. Basically, to do this you need dill, some potatoes. I'm going to be using a mixture of baby reds and baby whites, a mason jar, a fermentation weight, and a fermentation lid. Basically, a little rubber gasket wants to come out, but just a fermentation lid. All this does is let your CO2 through the fermentation process, because we want the fermentation. The fermentation process, it lets the carbon dioxide escape, it keeps other contaminants from coming in, so your mason jar doesn't explode on you. So first thing we were going to do is we were going to take our dill weed and we're going to chop it up. Sharp knives also. Sharp knives. You can do it with a dull knife if you want to, but that's on you. So basically what we want to do is we want to cut our dill weed up and get it down. Okay, we're going to take about half, guesstimation, just a little bit, just kind of guess, a little bit more than half. We'll drop it in our mason jar. I'm going to take and set our dill to the side, and we're going to cut up our potatoes. Get those edges off. Basically, what you want to cut your potato at is about 1/8 to 1/4 inch. That piece is, this piece here is a little bit thin. This piece here is just about right. Basically, we're going to do medallions. We're not going to do and because I have a sharp knife, we can do this here. Then we bring our jar back into the mix. We throw our medallions in our jar. Well, maybe not that one. That one gets to go to the chickens, which they will probably recycle into eggs. So it's going to take me, because I've got 2 more of these and 2 more of these to cut up. This is going to take me a minute. Falling in the air. So we'll get these cut up, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, we have finished cutting up all of our potatoes. I got a couple of these last ones. I got in a hurry. They're a little thick, but whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring back our dill. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw some of these in here like this. Just lay it a little bit flatter, push them down a little bit. Sprinkle a little bit of dill in. Put some of these in. Press. That was a butt piece that really should go to the chickens. That goes in there. Needs to go. So we'll sprinkle a little bit of dill here on top. And what I have left here is going to be my lunch. I'm just going to fry those up in the frying pan. Set that cutting board off to the side. But we'll see if we can get a couple more in here. Yeah, we got room. Make room. So, what we got here is we got these in. Now, what we got here is our brine. This is roughly, or not roughly, this is 4 tablespoons of sea salt dissolved into 2,000 milliliters of water, or about 2 quarts. You can go as low as a tablespoon and a half per quart, or 3 tablespoons for 2 quarts, or 2,000 milliliters, or as high as 6 tablespoons for 1,000 milliliters, or 12 for 2,000 milliliters. It depends on what you want your salinity level to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our salt water, our brine. And we'll let it fill up. Then we've got guys not wanting to play right in here. And there we go. Looks like we may be a little bit over full on our potatoes, but that's all right. Now we're going to put our weight on. This weight is grooved here. Put down on this camera. You can see the grooves here a little bit better. Those are for pinching it to take it out and put it in. And that's all you do. You put it in and you screw your lid down. Which on this, because of how full this is, I'm going to do this in the sink, so it's going to be done off camera. Actually, yeah. And what we're going to step over here, and this is my second. What we're going to do here is, hopefully I didn't overfull this. And we'll go ahead and do it too. So we'll go ahead and move these potatoes off here. Move them on the other cutting board. These over here, just so I don't make a mess on my preparation area. See, and what we're going to do is going to put this in. We're going to take our lid, our fermentation lid, and we're going to press this down. And we're going to squeeze out a whole bunch of this brine, which is going to ensure that we don't have any air in there. Air is the enemy at this point. Air will cause rotting. This is what we got. In about 2 weeks, I'm going to pull these out, probably about the last week of this month, first week of May, right in there. These will be nice and pickled. They will take on the dill. That's one of the reasons I like to give it a little shake. You really don't have to. One of the reasons why I like on something like this, I use a lower level of salt is so I get more of the dill. When I pull these out of the fermentation vessel, we will take them and we will bake them in the oven, and we'll see what kind of crisp we got. So in about 2 weeks, start looking for about 2.5, maybe 3 weeks, depending. We're getting to the end of the school year and things get kind of crazy. So it may be as long as 3 weeks. So start right around 2.5 weeks looking for part 2 of this video. And until next time, love, peace, better brewing, better fermentation. Peace.